Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are tuned in to the best blog on YouTube, Big Mike's blog. Welcome. How are you guys doing out there? I'm doing fantastic. Um, I want to actually thank everyone before I get into this new blog. I want to actually thank everyone who watched my previous blogs, the past two ones I posted on the weekend on the shootings that happened over the weekend with the four black individuals, and also my relationship blogs. I've gotten a lot of people who've been watching them, so thank you, everyone who's been watching them. So this is a new one, obviously. So disclaimer, I'm gonna do a disclaimer already. Now I've previously done a blog, okay, on my top five Jordans. Okay, my top five favorite Jordans shoes that I own. Okay, now I was content with just leaving that alone and just letting that stay on my blog, which I'm going to do. However, this blog is actually going to be an updated version of that blog because I have actually obtained some newer Jordans that are so amazing, so iconic and popular and awesome, and there's stories behind these shoes to the point where this might be a two-part blog. I don't know yet. We'll see how it goes. To the point where I have to do another blog on my Jordans. Okay, so this is going to be my top five favorite Jordans, the remix version. Okay, so this is the remix. Okay, you know, like Puff Daddy did that shit all the time back in the '90s. He did remixes to every damn song. So I'm allowed to do a remix on my blog because it's my damn blog and I can do whatever I want. Okay, no kidding. No, so this is going to be a remix edition of there's my top five Jordans. Now, some of the Jordans will see in this one were in the other one, but I have added three new ones to the mix as well. And this was a really tough decision for me, you guys. Okay, I really was racking my brains trying to figure out which is my top Jordan because I was kind of debating, right? Because I've been I have a lot of heat, so. But I'm gonna keep you on pins and needles because who knows? Maybe I might have changed my top five Jordan to my top Jordan, or maybe I didn't. You will see. So, without further ado, let's get started, okay? So, top five Jordans that I own at this present time, okay, are, like I showed you before, these lovely bad boys, nothing but nets, okay? So, for people who are just tuning into this blog, who've never seen the previous one, you can totally ignore that one, or if you want to watch the top five Jordan one that I did before, you can. But this is one of my favorite Jordans, okay? The colorway is ridiculous. This is the Nothing But Nets. These are called the Nothing But Nets, and this is the 7th edition of the Jordans. Okay, so these came out. Well, this model of Jordan came out in I believe 91 or 92. Don't quote. No, 92. These ones came out in 92. This model of Jordan. Okay, this one is just something that they created and made. And I just honestly it caught my eye. I actually really love this shoe. I initially saw this shoe when I was in Chicago. Had a chance to buy it there, but there was another shoe that I wanted, so I didn't buy it there. So for my birthday this year, I decided to treat myself and buy these lovely pair of Jordans. And I bought them for two main reasons. Number one, I had seen, like I had told you in a previous blog, I had seen some LSU basketball players, LSU Tigers, the college basketball team wearing these Jordans, and that alone was that did it for me. And number two, and more importantly, not a lot of people have this shoe. A lot of people slept on this shoe, didn't really like it, probably because the colorway is kind of funky. It's hard to match your outfit with the colorway. But I like shoes that are like this, and I actually have shirts and stuff that I can match with this bad boy. So these ones are definitely, I wear these regular. They're really awesome shoe. They're really light. They're really comfortable too. Love this shoe. So this is definitely number 5 on my list of Jordans. Number 4. We're going to switch it up a little bit. And we're going to go with the Cement 4s. Okay? Now, there's a story behind these bad boys. Okay? I really love these shoes. Okay? I really love these shoes. So, story goes, I was in Chicago. I was walking down the street. And this is like my last day actually in Chicago. And as I'm walking along, I believe it's Michigan Avenue, I see a gentleman wearing these shoes. And I'm just staring at his shoes I'm like, what the hell are those? Like, I'm just going berserk in my mind because these shoes look so incredible. So I realized then that these were the Cement 4s. Now, they have re-retroed these shoes and they have re-brought these shoes out many times because this is one of the more popular. This is one of probably more popular Jordans. Most shoe heads, sneaker heads. There's like guys that are on like Instagram, like Perfect Pair. Even the rapper The Game certifies this shoe as one of the top Jordans ever made, like certifiably ever made. Okay, so I saw them in Chicago in October. They brought them back this year, February actually, for All-Star, the NBA All-Star weekend. They brought them here, and they sold out like hotcakes. Like people were, and I was not waiting out in because that weekend it was like -3 degrees out in Toronto. There was no way my black ass would stay going outside to wait out in line for these shoes. There was just no way I was doing that. So I was trying to be like everyone else, a normal person, and trying to order these online because they restocked them after they sold out the first week, and they restocked them about 3 times. Each time they sold out again, so I couldn't get the shoe through Champs or Foot Locker or regular retail stores. So I had to order them online through Flight Club, which is a great site. For those of you who don't know, Flight Club has literally every shoe known to man. So if you whether it be Nike, Jordans, Adidas, Yeezys, everything you name it. The only issue with Flight Club that I hate is that they're overpriced. There are Jordans that are on there that I really want and I would love to get, but I'm not spending the money for them because they cost more than my rent. And I've accepted this, and I will just not pay the money for them. But I ordered these online. I was able to get them. Not going to tell you how much they cost because actually, out of all the Jordans that I own, I spent probably the most on these ones because on top of paying the price and the shipping, I had to pay an extra $130 on top of that to actually get them to ship it. They added this extra shipping charge that I knew nothing about. So yeah, so I had to pay a pretty hefty penny for these shoes. But I was able to get them. I was very excited. I was very happy. And then the day I put them on, they were so comfortable. Like they felt like butter on my feet. Like it was amazing, the shoe. It's very light. It's extremely comfortable, like I said. And what caught my eye with this is just the, if you look a little close, like you'll see the obviously they call it the cement because it's kind of like the gray here reminds you of cement, right? So, and this is a really popular Jordan because Michael Jordan actually wore these in a game, I believe, or there's pictures of him wearing these Jordans. So, and they're just a nice, the colorway is amazing, and they're just a really dope shoe. I think your best bet if you were to, let's say, try to get these shoes is probably through Flight Club or through another consignment store like Stadium Goods, for example. Even the shoes, the number 5 shoes that I showed you, you could actually still order those online. They still sell them online through Foot Locker or Champs. So, because again, people slept on those ones. People didn't sleep on these ones. People got a lot of these ones. So, these ones are on my list. I love these bad boys. Mwah. So, number 4 on my list, the Cement 4s. Okay. So, number 3. Okay. And I was wrestling between 3 and 2 here. But number 3 on my list, the Aqua 8s. Okay. This is a dope ass shoe. I really love this shoe. Like if you look at the shoe, like the construction of it is just amazing and it's perfect. Like right here, the tongue here is like tennis ball. It's like a tennis ball material they put here on the tongue. The colorway is really funky. It's the black, and it's also there's purple, and then there's the blue. Now I watched videos on YouTube. These shoes originally came out in '93. The Cement 4s actually, I believe they came out in '88. Okay, so these came out about 4 or 5 years after. And actually Michael Jordan actually wore these shoes, not these actual shoes, but these shoes in the 1993 All-Star game. So if you go on YouTube and type in 1993 All-Star game, you will see Michael Jordan wearing these shoes. Okay, and it's just an amazing shoe. But I find with this shoe, it's probably the hardest actually for me to wear and find in terms of finding outfits to wear with this shoe, because the colorway is so funky. I find it's a little bit tricky for me to feel comfortable in terms of what I'm wearing with it. And this was the only shoe that's done it for me. Because other shoes I could throw on whatever and I feel comfortable wearing it because I feel like it matches. And I like to try to match with my clothes, but with these shoes, it's like a struggle. It's a really struggle. But I have found a couple outfits that work with this shoe, so it's great. I love the straps. The straps alone do it for me. And I actually went on Pinterest actually to find different outfits for this shoe. And this is actually to find outfits for this shoe. Sorry, not to talk about different points. But and I was able to find some outfits that match with this. So I found a hat that matches with it. So hopefully when I go to New York in a couple weeks, I'll be able to buy a hat that matches. And yeah, like it's just a really really dope shoe. Most sneakerheads regard this as one of their favorites and one of the top shoes, and most Jordan aficionados, like for example Jumpman Bostic, who's like he literally has every single Jordan known to man in terms of a sneaker. He has every single Jordan. He regards the 8s as his favorite, and this is one of his top ones. Even this battle rapper named Conceited, he says Aqua 8s used to be his favorite shoe. So yeah, and this one, actually another reason why I really like this shoe, there's a story behind this shoe as well. So as I showed you with number 5, I got these ones on my birthday. Okay, I also ordered these bad boys on my birthday as well, the same time. Now, while I was able to buy these bad boys in the store, these ones I had to order online. And I have to tell this story because I have to put Champ Sports on blast a little bit, unfortunately. And not all Champ Sports, just the downtown location at Yonge and Dundas. So basically what happened was I went to Yonge and Dundas, and my plan was to buy both Jordans because I couldn't decide between which one I wanted. I wanted both. Saying it was my birthday, I wanted to treat myself, so I'm like, screw it, I'm going to buy both. So I got these ones, no problem. They had these ones on display, but not in my size. So when I went to the store and I asked the guy, hey, do you have the Aqua 8s in size 13? He's like, no, we don't. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Is there a way that you could check if they're at any other stores? He's like, oh, no, they're not at any other store. They're sold out. You can't get them anywhere. I'm like, oh, okay. Is it possible for me to order them online? He's like, no, you can't get them online. They're sold out. You can't get them anywhere. And I'm like, even in the States, I can't order them online through the States. He's like, no, they're sold out. Trust me, they're sold out everywhere. You can't get them. So I was a little bit perturbed at this point because he didn't even attempt to even check on my behalf. If he had checked to see, I would have been cool. But the fact that he was just very dismissive, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I'm a very determined person. Okay, so if I feel in my heart of hearts that I can do something, I have a very hard time with someone trying to convince me otherwise. So what I did is I came home and I ordered the shoe online through Champ Sports, and I was able to order within 5 minutes. And they shipped it to my mother's place in Tennessee, and I was able to get the shoe. I got the shoe in March. So goes to show you that if you're determined and you want something, go out and get it. Because I'm living proof, and this shoe is living proof of that being the case. Okay, so these are really amazing. And also I've gotten compliments on these shoes too. Like I've walked down the street and one girl just stopped me in the middle of the street. Like I was listening to my music and she just stopped me. She's like, oh my God. And I'm like, what? She's like, I just have to say that your shoes look amazing. And I was like, God damn right, they look amazing. No, but and this one kid like eye humped my shoes for like 10 minutes. Like he just could not stop staring at these shoes. So these are really tough, and they're really awesome shoes. So actually, you could still order these through the Nike store website. If you go on, click on the Jordan, you can click on there, and I think they still have some of these in stock, actually, surprisingly. Or you can go to some stores, they may have, you might be lucky and be able to get a pair. But these are a money shoe, classic Jordan. So if you're a definite sneakerhead, or you want to become a sneakerhead, you have to have these shoes in your rotation, hands down. The Jordan Aqua 8s. Okay? So, so far I've showed y'all some good heat so far, okay, but I still have 2 more left to show you guys. Now I'm running low on time, and these other 2 shoes are gonna there's stories behind them again. So this is gonna be part 1 of my top 5 favorite Jordans, but stay tuned, people, because coming up I'm gonna show you my top 2 favorite Jordans that are the most iconic, amazing, beautiful piece of footwear you've ever seen in your life. So stay tuned, people. I shall return.